Beyond pedals, amps, guitars, pickups, cables, picks, even the volume and tone controls on your guitars, there are things that you can do with your hands alone that can affect your overall tone in a big way. So I want to share a quick tip with you guys today, and that tip is experiment with pick placement. And by that, I mean how far away from the bridge are you placing your pick? Because between the point where the strings meet the bridge and the end of your fretboard, there's a whole range of tonal possibilities. When you pick closer to the edge of the fretboard, you're going to get quite a mellow sound. And when you pick really close to the bridge, you get a sound that is quite tight and treble heavy, especially if you're using a guitar with single coil pickups like a Tele or a Strat. Pick placement is something that I really like to experiment with in my own solos, just to display the full character of the guitar that I'm playing. Here's a quick comparison of two reasonably similar solos played over the same backing track. In the first solo, my picking hand is going to stay rested in one position. And in the second one, I'm going to move my pick to different points along the string to really squeeze some different tones out of the instrument. Hopefully, you could hear that there was a clear difference there. And yes, there is a reason as to why I did not play the exact same solo the second time around. That is because when I move my pick to different points along the strings, that inspires me to play differently. There's just something about picking really close to the bridge that inspires me to play certain licks. And these are licks that I wouldn't play when I'm picking closer to the end of the fretboard. If any of you are interested in the tone that I'm getting in today's video, here's the pedal setup I'm using. At the start of the chain, we have the Keeley Aria, which is a really cool dual pedal that they sent me to check out recently. It's got two sides to it, drive and compression. I'm using both. And what's cool about this pedal is that you can change the order of the two effects. So you can have drive going into the compressor or the other way around. I've got it set so that the compressor is running into the drive. Then for delay, I'm using my trusty Walrus Audio ARP87 for a bit of slapback. And for reverb, I'm using another Keeley pedal, the Caverns. I don't actually own this pedal. A friend of mine very kindly let me borrow his for a few days, but it's got some really lush reverb and delay sounds in it. The Caverns and the ARP87 are in the effects loop on the Moore Audio Preamp Live, and I've got the Keeley Aria running into the front end. As always, everything you hear is being recorded direct into my Universal Audio Apollo Twin. Now, as for when you should choose to pick closer to or further away from the bridge, here are a few suggestions that I would offer personally. Picking closer to the bridge sounds especially good on the lower three strings and even the G string. And that's because the added treble you get from picking close to the bridge is bearable on those lower notes. But if you do the same on the B and the high E strings, the added treble can be a bit unbearable, especially on single coil guitars and especially at loud volumes. So unless you want to pierce the eardrums of your audience members and your own, I would exercise caution when picking close to the bridge on the two highest strings. Use the bridge pickup when picking really close to the bridge. I like to do this because it sounds really twangy and the notes just cut through so well when you're on that bridge pickup. But even on the neck pickup, picking in that area really close to the bridge can add a lot of clarity to the notes on the lower strings. Generally, when I'm playing on the neck pickup, I like to have my pick placed just a bit above where the neck pickup sits. The reason for that is because to my ears, it sounds most like a neck pickup tone when you have your pick in that area. My natural resting pick position is almost exactly in between the two pickups. So here's what that sounds like on the neck pickup. But move the pick just a bit beyond where the neck pickup sits and you'll get a creamier sound, which is generally what I'm looking for when I'm playing on the neck pickup. That does it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick tip, and if you did, please give it a thumbs down below, share it with your guitar playing friends, click subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one.